This summer, Instacart presents famous summer flavors coming to your front door. Or pool. Or hotel.
Your grocery delivery has arrived, sir.
That was faster than room service.
No violins in the lobby.
Oh, seriously? Anyway, sit back, relax, and get delivery in as fast as 30 minutes. Starring your favorite snacks, drinks, and more. Download Instacart for free delivery on your first 3 orders. Rated H for hungry audiences. Offer valid for a limited time. Minimum $10 per order. Excludes restaurants. Additional terms and fees apply.
On today's Smart 7, Zelensky says Kursk will mark end of Putin, Trump twitters on in chat with Elon, and lots more. It's Tuesday, 13th of August, it's International Left-Handers Day, and happy birthday, Sebastian Stan.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
Ukrainian forces now appear to control up to 1,000 kilometers of Russian territory in the Kursk region. The week-long Ukrainian push into Russia continued on Monday, with Ukrainian forces taking control of the town of Sudza, which is significant as a key European gas supply line runs through it. Russian President Putin continues to assure his population that the Ukrainian invasion will be quickly dealt with, but there's been little sign of a coordinated Russian pushback as yet. With no sense of irony, Putin says that this Ukrainian attack puts any peace talks in jeopardy.
Apparently, the enemy seeks to improve its negotiating positions in the future. But what kind of negotiations can we even talk about with people who indiscriminately conduct strikes at civilians and civilian infrastructure, or try to create threats to nuclear power facilities?
Ukrainian President Zelensky says that Kursk will be Putin's catastrophe, a reference to events 24 years ago when a Russian nuclear sub, the Kursk, sank 3 months into Putin's leadership. Zelensky says this invasion will mark the end for Putin. Ukrainian MP Andriy Osadchuk says Russia doesn't know how to respond.
We confused Russians, and they really did not expect that we will be so brave to attack them. And it's another signal for everyone in this world that, in fact, Russia is not prepared for any attack from any side.
The standoff in the Middle East between Israel and Iran continued on Monday. Military sources expect that Iran will launch a major attack on Israel as what Iran's foreign minister has called a necessary punishment for the assassination of both Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh and a Hezbollah commander. The impending threat comes as the UK, France and Germany issued a joint letter on Monday morning calling for ceasefire talks to resume in Qatar. Israeli government spokesman David Mencer says Israel is clear that getting the hostages released is still their primary goal, but that Iran cannot be trusted.
We have a duty to defend our people and to destroy this genocidal, murderous organization of Hamas, but also having a very clear eye that it's Iran that empowers all these Jew haters, all these West haters, all these UK haters.
Iranian academic and political analyst Sayed Mohammad Marandi says Tehran is not seeking to start a regional war, but the West has to take accountability for its actions too.
When the West lets the Israelis do whatever it wants, what we get is up to 200,000 Palestinians have died. So I think it's very clear where the problem lies. It's not in Tehran, it's not in Beirut, it's in Tel Aviv and Washington.
There was a shocking incident in Leicester Square on Monday, which saw a mother and her daughter stabbed and taken to hospital to have their wounds treated. Coming after the recent Southport incident and the riots that followed, there was an understandable nervousness that this incident might lead to fresh disturbances. The incident came as 2 12-year-old boys were convicted for their role in the rioting in Southport and Manchester. However, the Leicester Square attack appears to have been unconnected. A man was arrested at the scene, and Abdullah, a security guard working at the TWG tea shop, who intervened and helped to subdue the man, told Sky News what happened.
I saw that he was stabbing a kid. I jumped on him, hold the hand in which he wasn't having a knife, and I just put him down on the floor and just hold him and kick the knife away from him. And then a couple of more people joined as well, and we just hold him until the police came.
It's less than a week to go before the Democratic National Convention gets underway in Chicago, and already President Biden and former President Barack Obama are confirmed as speakers. Even before the convention, Kamala Harris has seen steady progress in polling, which puts her level or ahead of Donald Trump now, a dramatic turnaround from just a month ago when Joe Biden was still the Democratic candidate. Donald Trump isn't taking that news particularly well. He's made very few campaign appearances and has taken to ranting on social media about crowd sizes. Monday night saw him sit down for an interview with Elon Musk on X. The interview started 40 minutes late due to technical delays and featured a very strange and slurring-sounded Trump.
We cannot have a Democrat. We cannot have her. She's incompetent. She's as bad as Biden in a different...
Yeah.
Look, she hasn't done an interview since this whole scam started. And say what you want. This was a coup.
Still to come on the Smart 7, Tom Daley is planning to stick to the knitting and Netflix pumps uglies right after this.
This season, Instacart has your back to school. As in, they've got your back to school lunch favorites like snack packs and fresh fruit. And they've got your back to school supplies like backpacks, binders, and pencils. And they've got your back when your kid casually tells you they have a huge school project due tomorrow. Let's face it, we were all that kid. So first, call your parents to say I'm sorry, and then download the Instacart app to get delivery in as fast as 30 minutes all school year long. Get a $0 delivery fee with your first 3 orders while supplies last. Minimum $10 an order. Additional terms apply.
Welcome back.
Team GB returned from Paris on Monday with a haul of 65 Olympic medals, one more than they won in Tokyo. However, the chair of UK Sport, Catherine Granger, says the number of gold medals at just 14 is a little disappointing, and that contributed to the UK ending up at 7th in the overall medal table. One man who has contributed more than his fair share of Olympic medals is diver and passionate knitter Tom Daley. He's picked up an astonishing 5 medals over 5 Olympic Games, and he says it's finally time to hang up the Speedos.
It's really hard to talk about, but it's, I have to hang it up at some time. So, I'm really happy with how everything's gone. It's always hard when you say goodbye. Lots of things to process, but, I think it's the right time.
Angela Bassett was celebrating this weekend as she was inducted into the new Disney Hall of Fame. She officially became a Disney legend, alongside Miley Cyrus, composer John Williams and Jamie Lee Curtis. Angela's most iconic role is probably as Wakanda's fierce queen in Black Panther, but she's also voiced animated characters and of course won a Golden Globe for her portrayal of Tina Turner. She says it's all thanks to her mother's support.
It wasn't an industry that she was close to knowing anything about, but she always applauded that in me. It made me feel good that she was pleased and proud. She didn't see where it could go, but she was right there on my good side, cheering me on.
It's not often you get to turn one of your childhood books into a movie, which you also produce and star in, but that's what actress Joey King is up to with Uglies. Joey is just 25, but she's stacked up an Emmy and a Golden Globe nomination, along with roles in Bullet Train, The Kissing Booth, and crime drama series The Act. Now she's involved in turning the dystopian science fiction kids series Uglies into a movie. It's set in a world 300 years in the future where kids have to get cosmetic surgery at 16 so that all faces meet a universal standard of beauty. It drops on Netflix on September 13th.
You get the surgery, they tell you what to do, and that's it. Paris?
Things are just different here. You'll get it when you're pretty.
There's something about this place. It's not what it seems. What if I told you that there's an alternative?
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes and we'll give you the world.
At Ashley, you'll find colorful furniture that brings your home to life. Ashley makes it easier than ever to express your personal style with an array of looks in fun trending hues to choose from earth tones to vibrant colors to calming blues and greens. Ashley has pieces for every room in the house in the season's most sought-after shades. A more colorful life starts at Ashley. Shop in-store, online today. Ashley, for the love of home.